So, can you just tell us a little bit about how you got started into the home business industry and marketing online?
Oh, great question, Dan, and one I do love to talk about. It was back in 1999 that my husband Don and I found ourselves within about a month of each other with that, opportunity, we called it, to not be working in the corporate world anymore. We kind of had the golden handshakes, and it gave us an opportunity to look at a different way to make money, to earn income. I'd always been in a home business of some sort with my ex, and Don came from that kind of a background as well, so it just made sense. And we kind of played on the internet. We were both very computer savvy and very much into techno stuff. I love toys, and we thought, hey, let's go on the internet and make money. That's going to be easy. Yeah. So it was quite an investment. Back then in 1999, I'll tell you, Dan, there certainly wasn't anything like this. There was no training. There were no rules. There was really nothing. Anybody who could figure it out was, they were making money like just by, they might have as well have had a printing machine. It was easy if you figured it out. It took a lot to figure it out, though, and there was no one telling you what to do. Early on in my career, though, early 2000, I was working with a group of individuals and using technology, much like this. We had web conferencing technology. And I was doing a presentation, and he was a guest on my call, and he said that if you do nothing else in your journey of learning on the internet, you should be focused on building your list at all times. That was back in very early 2000. It's now 2013, and that advice holds true today, and it has driven my business from day one. It's always been something I've focused on, and I found very early on in my learning on the internet that I had a natural ability to take what I learned and then make it even simpler for others to learn. And so that's where my niche came, and that's where I started to focus with my training, was just helping individuals learn to do what I was successfully doing. So I figured if it works for me, it has to work for you, right?
Definitely.
So that was my venture into list building and internet marketing. In 2003, I launched my very first ebook and affiliate program. We had been involved in other program. We had a web conferencing business. However, the company that was supplying the web conferencing went out of business. So that kind of hurts your business a little bit. And that was when we started to get involved with GVO. Which was not GVO back then. It was Hot Conference and Kiosk were the two companies, and we've been with them ever since. So it led perfectly into pure leverage. But in 2003 was when I wrote my first ebook, The Contact List Builder, so we're going to be celebrating 10 years this year.
Wow.
That first came out. I'm pretty excited about that. To be able to say that, 10 years that we've been here, I'm like, wow, we've actually been
Really?
online doing this this is our 14th year. I just shake my head sometimes, like, really? It's been amazing, Dan, and every step of the way, I mean, we were successful very early on in our marketing because without knowing that we were doing it, we were building our list. I was building a list of people who were interested in connecting with me. I was connecting with people. I was finding people on the internet. And it wasn't until 2003 when I put the book together that I realized I actually had a method I was using. There was a method to my madness that was working. And I found a tool that I could use that would help people to duplicate, so to speak. Even made it rebrandable so that people could put the links to their affiliate programs right in my ebook. So it was the first of that kind back then. Nowadays, we call them downline builders. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with that term. It's something that we promote a lot, having a downline builder in our affiliate programs, because it maintains downline integrity, keeps all the people together. And we have just grown and developed and had lots of experiences in very many programs, lots of successful experiences, and I'll have to say that the biggest success that we've had has been with GVO. Since GVO came out, it was one of those things that, kind of got me all excited. It was like, wow, Joel is really putting this together. Like, thank you, Joel. You just made my business. I really appreciate that. And then when I saw what he put together with Pure Leverage, I didn't think I could be more excited, but I am.
Really? I mean, I actually spoke with Mark just yesterday, and he was super, super excited. And I mean, that transferred right into me. I know there's so many people who are just getting super excited about this Pure Leverage system because there's literally nothing out there that's like it for all the value that they're providing for one low monthly fee. So I'm just wondering, like, when did you first hear about the Pure Leverage system, and how do you plan on integrating that into your team as what you call a downline builder?
Well, it really wasn't that long ago that I got the link. Probably 2 weeks ago, I had an email. There was a video. I watched the video, and I thought, I'm not too sure about this. It wasn't Joel's video. It was someone else on the video. I don't even remember who it was. The program sounded cool, and I was interested. I was a friend of mine that had sent me there, or no, I'd received an email. So I'm thinking, well, what is this? Because it took me to my GVO account. And so I contacted Joel, and we had a good talk about it, and I realized what the program was and how it was going to be connected to GVO and exactly what it was going to include as far as a suite of tools. And I kind of had one of those light bulb moments. Actually, it was in the shower the other day. I was in the shower, and I was just, the light bulb came on. I mean, I'd already included Pure Leverage in everything we were doing because I got it. It was easy for me to include it because what's in Pure Leverage is what I teach everyone to do through our system. And so I could see that connection, but the light bulb moment came on when I realized that because of the way our program is set up at Contact List Builder, it's a training program that helps individuals reach their goals, build whatever program they're building, learn to build their list, build relationships, learn to use all these tools in very simple steps. And Pure Leverage just fit right in, and the little light bulb came on when I thought, oh, it's like I didn't realize the piece was missing, Dan, from our Contact List Builder program until the light bulb came on. I thought, it's going to become our primary income program. Because Pure Leverage is basically a generic program, it's the tools that everyone needs if they really want to be successful online. They need to be building their list. They need to be branding themselves. They need to be doing video. They need to be blogging. They need to be doing all those things. They need to be doing video email. If they want to really be successful, they need to be doing those things. And when I realized the income opportunity, because I was on the call last Saturday, which was the first time I'd actually paid attention. I've been very busy, very focused on my business. And when I'm focused on something, I really do tune everything out other than to, I keep my ears open and I wait, for the right time when I have the time. It is what I can do. So when I realized what everything entailed at Pure Leverage, we added it to our Contact List Builder, Downline Builder as the primary income program. And everyone's pretty excited about it, I must say. So when they become a member at Contact List Builder, we're going to be teaching them how to use the suite of tools in Pure Leverage, and they'll be able to put their username in our downline builder. So regardless if they're in my downline or your downline or Fred's downline, they're going to stay in that downline. It's not going to affect them in anything that they're doing. And in Contact List Builder, we have a place where you can put your primary business. So regardless of what business you're building, now you're putting the two of them together.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, what got me so excited when I first heard about it, I think it's been, about what you said, about 2 weeks now since I've known about it, about everything that they're going to be packaging together. And what got me so excited was everything you need in there. Everything that comes in there, every marketer needs for their business. Like whether they need, just a few of the tools or they want to use all of them, they're all essential tools. So really for me, it was like a no-brainer. And I spoke to a few of my clients about it, and they were so happy, and they jumped right on during the pre-launch, and I was like, wow. And, that was kind of like my aha moment. I just realized how closely this integrates for all of my clients, because for me to recommend someone to, they need to build their list. So I have to recommend that they have to go out and get an autoresponder, and they're going to pay $30 or $20 a month, whatever that is, for it. And then they have to go set up a blog, go through all that technical stuff, and we have to train them on how to do all that stuff, what an FTP is, all that technical jargon. And then they have to start sending traffic to their lead capture page, which they have to set up as well, integrate the form from their autoresponder account, and, all that stuff. So for me, when I saw the Pure Leverage system, I was like, wow, this is like really a one-stop shop marketing suite. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And I had to even do research because I was like, there has to be something that exists like this, but there's literally not. And this is actually the first time that I heard of GVO and what they're doing. So I know that there's a reputable company that they've been in business for like 10 years, I think now, right?
More than that. I've been involved with them for 10 years. And they were on the scene a little bit before that, and I knew about them. I was actually a member since I think about 2000 is when they came out. With their hosting company. So Joel had launched a hosting company, and then he came out with the conferencing, and that's when I really got involved because I needed the conferencing because the company we were with went by the wayside, and so we switched over to the hot conference technology, and we've been with them ever since. We have our dedicated servers with GVO. We've everything we do is through GVO. So I mean, as far as recommending, it just fits in with everything I do. It was, like I said, when GVO first came out and I saw this suite of tools there and everything that was available, it was a no-brainer then. I was excited. And when Pure Leverage came out, when I saw exactly what they put together, and, I've had some people say that, well, isn't that just a duplication of what's already there? And I said, no, it's not. It's taking what's there, combining what isn't there, and putting it in such a format that's all there is. This is all you need to focus on. There isn't all this other confusing stuff. If you've been in the back office of GVO, it can be a little overwhelming. Where you go to Pure Leverage, it's simply about your blog and your lead capture page and your autoresponder and your video emailing. Like, it's about the tools that are a part of that system that are for your business. And that was the other part that got me excited because it's generic. It's not about any one business. These are just tools. We're going to show you how to use them, which is another one of my areas of expertise, is showing people how to use things. So, I'm over the moon excited. I can't wait to actually have it in my hands so that I can start teaching people how to use it. I am going to be doing some training at GVO Academy and showing GVO members how to use Pure Leverage, how to capitalize out on it, how to incorporate it in what they're doing. So it's just going to be such a win-win opportunity. I'm I'm at a loss for words, which is an unusual thing for me.
No, that's really cool. Especially that you mentioned you're going to be, doing some awesome training for GVO Academy. And while we're just talking about that, can we just dig a little deeper into that? Because I'm just wondering, so the whole outline of the Pure Leverage funnel. So as a reseller, how would you go about, what would be your, I don't want to say your best or your secret sources, but can you give us an outline of how you're going to be sending traffic to your lead captures as a reseller of Pure Leverage?
Oh, that's easy. It's in the downline builder at Contact List Builder. So everyone who joins Contact List Builder is going to be encouraged to join Pure Leverage. It doesn't get any easier than that.
So basically so what you're already teaching your clients, they need this tool anyways. I mean, it's the same for me. So you're just going to be recommending it to them as a one-stop shop and then teaching them how to resell it as well?
Teaching them how to set it up and use it. So I'm more about setting up and using than I am about selling something. I don't think it needs to be sold. It will sell itself. It's in our downline builder. So if they use the tools and they continue to be a member at Contact List Builder and promote Contact List Builder, they're automatically going to build that and get income because it just makes sense. It works already. It's called a funded system. It's our funnel. It's our funded system.
Yep.
Right?
Funded proposal.
It's a funded proposal, whatever you want to call it. Like, Contact List Builder has a 5-step success blueprint that we teach, and in there are the tools and resources that are in our downline builder. And so people, as they're taking the training, are encouraged to join those programs. It makes perfect sense. Now, we're also going to show them how to use the blogging system for their primary business. My focus with Pure Leverage will be teaching individuals, anybody who wants to, how to use peer leverage for their business, whatever that business is, whether they're in an MLM or if peer leverage is their business, then they can blog about peer leverage. If, they want to make GVO their business, I'll show them how to do that. If they're in an MLM, they're in a health and wellness company or a weight loss company, then we'd show them how to use peer leverage to focus on that business so that they can generate leads and members for their primary business. At the same time, they're going to be building peer leverage because it's part of our system, and because of the way the system works, just by using it, they're going to be building it. I mean, we could go on and on. Is there a secret to building it? I think if you use it, it's going to build on its own. But for us, the biggest funnel will be that it's a part of our funnel at Contact List Builder.
Cool. So obviously you've done tons of market research. You've created a super successful program in Contact List Builder, and I'm just wondering, I'm sure you've dug really deep into the market, and we all know that to be successful, it's not about like sales tactics or anything like that. It's really about knowing your customer and knowing the market. So I'm just wondering, do you have any insight as to who the ideal customer that will succeed with the Pure Leverage system, both as a reseller or just using the marketing suite? Like, who is that ideal customer?
Well, that's the beauty of Pure Leverage. If you are looking to build your business on the internet, Pure Leverage is for you. End of. So it doesn't matter what your business is. It doesn't matter what you're looking to do. If you're looking to use the internet to get people to look at your business, then the suite at Pure Leverage makes sense for everybody. If you want to break it down into a niche and then go after that niche, that's a really good idea. But at the end of the day, Pure Leverage is for anyone who wants to use the internet to make money.
So basically, thinking of someone who's inside an MLM company, a leader inside a network marketing business, how would you go about approaching leaders inside those teams to help them to build their businesses online using the Pure Leverage tool suite?
You see, I wouldn't approach them about Pure Leverage. I would be approaching them about Contact List Builder, and that these are the tools we use to help you build your primary business. And Pure Leverage would be our recommendation.
Right.
So
right.
we're going to be back-ending Pure Leverage. I wouldn't say personally. Now, I know there's a lot of people that will be doing totally opposite of what I'm doing, and that's awesome. Pure Leverage is part of our systems, and my focus will not change, and neither will that of our members. I'm very adamant about, because I know I've had a lot of people already come to me and say, oh, well, I got to change focus now. This is going to be my focus, and I'm telling them, no, nothing changes. You don't take your focus off your business because there's a new toy. You simply use the new toy, because to me that's what it is. It's like, because I love this stuff. I love technology. The Pure Leverage is like a toy to me. I get to show people how to play with it. And, and that's what I tell them. I'm going to show you how to use Pure Leverage to build your business. So I believe that the way I'm going to approach Pure Leverage with our members is going to make it grow exponentially, because everybody who comes and joins it is going to use it. And because the way it's set up, it's just a no-brainer, because they're going to be getting people for their primary business. And while they're doing that, they're still going to be getting Pure Leverage members because of our systems and because of the Pure Leverage system itself, right? Because that's part of it. When they go to your blog, when they go to those pages, they're also learning about Pure Leverage.
Right. Yeah, I can tell how excited you are. It's awesome. Like, you're making me more excited. And I'm just wondering, because, you're talking about how you love all this tech stuff and you love teaching people how to use it. So, like, which individual tool inside of Pure Leverage are you most excited about using and teaching your clients how to use?
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. Have you used them?
No, I have not.
I know what they are. I'm excited to show them how to use the whole package. I'm a whole package girl, so I will show them how to use the whole thing in simple terms. It'll be ABC. I will take out all the confusion. I will break everything down into, okay, step one, here's where you should start. I don't know where that is yet. So until I get my hands on that's how I work. I'll go in there, I'll set everything up for me, and while I'm setting it up, I will be making notes and putting all my training together, and it'll just fit hand in hand. It's going to be so exciting. So we'll just have to do another interview, Dan, once it gets up, and I can tell you exactly how I'm directing people to use Pure Leverage and what part excites me the most. I think, to be honest with you, the video email is a part that I'm excited to put together and show members how to use, because I encourage people to do video a lot. Video changed the face of my business and changed the face of everything. And anybody who does finally get on video finds the same thing. It changes the face of their business. They get better results. And it's just getting them over that hurdle. And once I can get them over that hurdle, and I have a feeling that the Pure Leverage system with the video email is going to help them make that really easy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was really enticed by the video email and the video conferencing. And the coolest part, I think, is because for me, when I first started shooting videos, the hardest part was actually shooting the video and, kind of like packaging it into a video that I could present. But I actually just learned from Mark yesterday that they have inside of the Pure Leverage system, it connects directly to your webcam, and you could just go ahead and shoot a video right through their system, and it's automatically ready to go.
Yeah, we've been using these tools for years, Dan. At GVO, they've always the easy video producer. Except nothing was in a simple. This is what makes Pure Leverage so amazing, because those tools are all in GVO. We've been using them for years. I teach people how to use them all the time, how to do video. You can just go in there, click the button, you sit at your computer, and the video's right there. You don't even have to upload it. It records it right there for you. You just get the code, put it on your page, and away you go. I think this is going to be even easier because it'll be automated into your capture pages. And I think that's what's going to be really exciting about that. But the tools, that's why I get excited about it, because I've been using these tools for years. I know how to set up the autoresponder. I know how to set up everything at GVO. That's what I teach. So isn't that cool? The only thing cool I don't have is the video email. So I'm excited to add that to all the tools. I'm more excited to be having that in one little place, because teaching it in GVO, it's like I have to put together my own little system to direct people where to go. It's like, go here, but ignore all this other stuff. Just do this.
Right.
And I think that with the Pure Leverage system, that's going to get rid of that confusion, because you'll only have those tools.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm super, super excited, and I really hope we could do another interview when we're a little further down into the process and we know what's going on, because I've only logged into a test account so far, so I saw what it looked like, and it looks really cool, but I'm really, really anxious to get to know the tools and start using them all, and I know you are as well, so we're going to have to chat again once we both have a chance to check that all out.
I'd love that, Dan, and I'm looking forward to hearing how you're going to be using the system, and if there's anything I can do to help. That's what I'm all about. I want everyone to just embrace these tools and understand that they're, number one, not scary. Number two, they can learn to use them if they just take a step back and follow the simple steps. And I know that that's what's going to make Pure Leverage stand ahead of everything else. If I know Joel and I know how he's putting things together, and even from what I've seen so far, it's going to free up so much time for me. So that's what I'm excited about, because, it just puts everything back into a nice little package again, and it frees up time for everybody, gets rid of the learning curve, and that's where it's going to get really exciting, Dan, because your members in your program, if their learning curve is less, that means they're going to see results sooner.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most. And I know that I actually created a membership onto your site, and I checked out all the cool training. But for all our listeners, can you just give us a place where they could go and sign up for a free membership as well?
If they go to www.contactlistbuilder.com, they'll be able to grab a free account. If they contact me and mention you, Dan, I can change their sponsor to you. I would love to do that. We're very, shall we say, picky about keeping our downline integrity. That's what's so important about Contact List Builder is it's an open program for anyone in any business. Our program is based upon creating an action plan for the individual. So regardless of who you are, where you are in this industry, in the learning curve, what your skills are, what your abilities are, we can help you create a plan of action where you can learn these strategies, get all this put together in a way that will actually work for you. So that's what's exciting about it, is that it's not a plug and play type of system where you just stick your info in there and away you go. This is about learning how to put your action plan together based on what it is that you want to do here online. So I'm excited, and thanks, Dan. This was awesome. I can't wait to get together again and compare notes and see how I just can't even imagine how much more excited we're going to be. Can you?
I can't fathom what's going to be happening in a week or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks. Every day is like more excitement added onto my plate, so I'm trying to cope with it all. But you heard it here first, so head over to contactlistbuilder.com. I'm going to include a link below this video, or this audio, I should say, for all of my contacts. And with that said, is there any last words you have for our listeners today, Janet?
The only advice I can give is the same advice that was given to me, regardless of what you're doing here. Make sure that your focus is on building your list. So as you're learning to brand yourself, as you're learning to do all these things on the internet, make sure that you are working to connect with new people every day to build your list in some way. And as you do that, if you do that, you will create success here online. And stick to it. Don't give up. I know you guys can do it. Thanks, Dan. This has been a pleasure. Really appreciate it.
Love having you, Janet. Thanks a lot.
Bye, everyone.